Have you ever wondered how your body processes the food you eat? Well, it's a fascinating process, and it all starts with the digestive system. This intricate network is responsible for breaking down food, extracting nutrients, and eliminating waste. From the moment you take a bite to the final stage of waste expulsion, the digestive system is hard at work. It's a journey that takes place within us every day, yet often goes unnoticed. Join us as we embark on this fascinating journey through the human body. The journey of food starts at the mouth, where digestion begins. This initial phase of digestion is known as mechanical digestion, and it's here that our teeth play a pivotal role. Our teeth, with their different shapes and sizes, are designed to tear, grind, and crush food into smaller, more manageable pieces. But the mouth isn't just about teeth. It's also where saliva comes into play. Produced by the salivary glands, saliva does more than just keep your mouth moist. It contains enzymes that kickstart the process of breaking down food, specifically carbohydrates, into simpler forms our bodies can use. Then there's mastication, or as we more commonly call it, chewing. This is where the teeth and saliva team up, working harmoniously to further break down food, making it easier to swallow and digest. Once the food has been adequately broken down, it's ready for the next step in the journey. The esophagus, a muscular tube, serves as the gateway to the stomach. It's a bit like a conveyor belt, propelling food from the mouth to the stomach through a process known as peristalsis. This complex process starts when you swallow. The tongue pushes the food into the throat, where the pharynx, the crossroads between the digestive and respiratory systems, directs it downwards. The esophagus then contracts rhythmically, creating wave-like motions that push the food towards the stomach. Now let's take a look at the stomach. The stomach is a bit like a mixer, taking in the food and turning it into a semi-liquid state. This transformation is made possible by gastric juices, a potent cocktail of enzymes and acid. The main player is hydrochloric acid, a strong acid that helps to break down the food. This acid, along with an enzyme called pepsin, starts the process of protein digestion. In addition to this, the stomach has a protective lining of mucus to prevent it from being eaten away by the very acid it produces. Isn't that fascinating? Our body has a built-in defense mechanism to protect us from ourselves. The stomach also has powerful muscles that churn and mix the food with the gastric juices, turning it into a substance called chyme. This churning is another vital part of digestion. It ensures that the food is well mixed with the gastric juices and ready for the next stage of digestion. The stomach's role is to churn and mix the food, preparing it for the next step in the process. The small intestine is where most of the magic happens. This winding, convoluted tube is the workhorse of your digestive system. It's in charge of the critical task of breaking down food even further and absorbing the nutrients that your body needs to function. The small intestine is divided into three parts: the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. The duodenum is where the real action begins. Here, the food mix, now transformed into a semi-fluid mass called chyme, encounters a cocktail of enzymes. These enzymes, secreted by the pancreas and the walls of the intestine itself, break down the chyme into its basic nutrient components: simple sugars, amino acids, and fatty acids. As the chyme moves along, it enters the jejunum and ileum, where the real absorption takes place. This is where our tiny but mighty friends, the villi, come into play. These microscopic finger-like projections increase the surface area of the intestine by 20 times, giving it an extraordinary capacity to absorb nutrients. Each villus is also covered with even smaller projections called microvilli, further boosting the absorption power of the small intestine. The small intestine is also home to a vast community of beneficial bacteria. These microbes assist in digestion, help regulate the immune system, and ward off harmful bacteria. So the next time you enjoy a delicious meal, remember the small intestine and its tireless work. The small intestine plays a vital role in absorbing the nutrients that our bodies need to function. The large intestine, also known as the colon, is the final stage of the journey. Akin to a meticulous janitor, the colon takes on the task of tidying up the remnants of digestion. Its role, though less glamorous than its counterparts, remains crucial. Imagine the colon as a long, winding tube, approximately 5 feet in length, where the remnants of our food continue their voyage. It's here that the body reclaims what it can, absorbing water and electrolytes from the remaining indigestible food matter. This process helps maintain hydration and balance within the body. Subsequently, the colon transforms the leftovers into a substance we're all familiar with: feces. This waste product is a cocktail of undigested food, bacteria, and cells shed from the lining of the intestines and stomach. The colon compacts these components, readying them for the final leg of their journey. Enter the rectum, the last stop before the exit. This 8-inch chamber is a temporary storage site for feces. When it's time to bid adieu to the waste, the rectum contracts, pushing the feces towards the anus. It's here, at the anus, that the body's waste is finally expelled. This process, known as defecation, is the body's way of ensuring that what's not needed doesn't stick around. And thus the journey of food through the digestive system comes to an end. A complex yet beautifully orchestrated process, the digestive system ensures that the body extracts what it needs and discards what it doesn't. The human digestive system is a complex and efficient machine. From the lips to the anus, each organ plays a crucial role in breaking down the food we eat, extracting nutrients and expelling waste. Let's recap. The journey starts at the mouth, where mechanical and chemical digestion kick off. Moving down to the esophagus, a muscular tube that transports food to the stomach. Here, the stomach's strong acids and enzymes break down the food further. Then it's off to the small intestine where most of the nutrient absorption happens. Finally, we reach the large intestine and rectum, where our bodies absorb water and compact waste into stool. Along this journey, various issues can arise, from acid reflux in the esophagus to irritable bowel syndrome in the intestines. Remember, the health of your digestive system is crucial to your overall well-being. Take good care of it.